Russo's brand family. We are family.
What's that coming over the hill? Is it a monster? Is it a monster? What's that coming over the hill? Is it a monster? Is it a monster?
And we're on. And this feels weird. I'm not gonna lie, mate. How does it feel to you?
Like, this is a new coming.
It's a new coming.
Pardon the pun. I think when we're doing these, I feel a lot more comfortable. Do you know what I mean? We're not looking in the camera and
now we're just sat back,
chilling out, picking my nose, and
it wasn't any new than I really. I tell you what, I kind of find it funny how we're recording this podcast a half an hour before one of the biggest games in Manchester United's season.
Well, I would say for the Universe history. I mean,
no, I don't think it's in their history. Of course it's not. We're talking about Man United.
I think biggest game since they last won the league in 2013 to clinch it. Like I think we've had knockout games, blah blah blah. In the Champions League, in the FA Cup, and all that in the last 5 years. But I think this game is massive in bringing the next manager in. Is Solskjaer going to stay? I mean, if
I think he is now, man.
Oh, he is.
I think if they go now, I think it's not criminal, but I think he's done more than enough, and no one predicted he would go 10 games unbeaten. You know what I mean? Thank you, mate. You just this is the downside, I guess, of not videoing, innit? You know what I mean? And people can't see you just handing me over caramel shortcakes. But there we go. Yeah, so I honestly think tonight will be a draw. I was leaning towards the Man United way, but I just think that even though PSG are without Neymar, Cavani, I just think they'll still have enough to clinch a draw because I think they're going to be so contained.
I think people say Solskjaer staying. I agree with that, right? But then football can change so much. If PSG put 5 on us tonight, everything changes.
Talking about football, mate. Well, tomorrow night I'm at Wembley for Tottenham and Borussia Dortmund. Talk about tough, mate. What an exciting squad the Dortmund are.
Yeah, what did I say? One particular? 3-1. No, I'm going to say
3-1 Spurs.
I'm going to go. I'm going to stick with 3-1 Spurs.
3-1 Spurs?
If you're going to be 3-1, it's going to be a really low scoring game.
I honestly think it'll either be 1-0 to Tottenham, or I can see PSG grabbing a goal.
Dortmund win.
Yeah. Sorry. You know what I mean? I'm losing my head here. But, so I'm there for now. I'll tell you what, going back up on, as my dad calls it, the National Express, when your life's in a mess. You know what I mean? That's what he sings to me in every single time. But to be honest, like, the train prices at the moment, I'm not... If I was just going there and I'll stay in there for a couple of months, I would. But I'm not like, you know what I mean? So
how much it cost?
Well, trains.
So obviously you're going up tomorrow now, and then you're coming back Thursday. So how much will that cost for the 2 journeys?
About 15 quid, which is class, like, go back and forth like that.
No, I mean,
on trains.
Yeah.
On trains, it would have cost me over 50 quid.
For the 2?
Yeah.
It's fucking expensive.
You know what I mean? And, I come down most weekends for work and so on, like.
Yeah, so. Mate, if I'm going up on the train, right, like, I prefer to go, because the bus is cheaper, I prefer to go up on the bus anyway, because it's a lot more cosy. Like,
yeah, man.
How long does it take on a train?
2 hours.
I still prefer to go up. Well, that's a Riva, it's not Intercity, is it?
It depends, whatever. I think it is a Riva, I'm not sure.
I prefer
but, or Virgin, or whatever it is, like. But I tell you now, the other day I never talk. I'll tell you why I did prefer. Why I wished I got a train the other day, mate. That 5-hour journey.
Oh, mate.
I got a 5-hour journey from London to Cardiff, and they took the longest possible route they possibly could.
And nothing gets worse. You think, oh, fucking, finally in Wales now, and then you hit Newport, bang. Traffic.
Oh God, it was horrendous, mate. Honestly, I was told of Victoria. I was told that there would be no no stops on like the way back. It was direct through Sophia Gardens, a place in Cardiff.
And you didn't stop there,
Like the next thing I know, yeah, like we ended up going through Sophia, but I asked, well, could I get off at Castle Street, like, because that's when you usually stop, and he said no. So I thought, okay, well, fair enough, they're going to go direct to Sophia, so it shouldn't have been that bad. Next thing I know, the next thing I know, we stop in Chepstow and everywhere, you know what I mean? Then in before that, we stopped in services to change drivers. They said it would take 2 minutes. It took 10, 15 minutes. I was off my face for an that point, mate.
Well, did you go to Bristol as well?
No. Thank God. Could you imagine?
Oh, mate.
Oh, God.
The inconvenience, innit?
Horrendous. But, yeah, man. Then, bear in mind, I was comforted by the fact I was next to two amazing-looking birds. Like, you know what I mean?
Anyway, sorry to interrupt. Off the subject. How did your weekend go, mate? How was it when you went out on Saturday?
Oh, God. A question I didn't think was going to get asked. Well,
just mix it.
Yeah, but to be honest, mate, I wish I never went out. I wish I just stayed here with you, had a can or two.
That's proper banter, like.
That's proper banter, because, you know, as I've said on plenty of podcasts, the place where I live is either full of people who love me or full of people who are just gimps who can't stand me.
Yeah, it's just a dark, amazing sense of humour, exactly like me.
I don't think I even have a dark sense of humour. I think I just have a good sense of humour.
Yeah.
And
so, anything interesting happened, or?
Nah, nothing really, mate. So, you know, I'll tell you something funny, man. I tell you what, it was this gimp, yeah. I was on like my way out. And me now, I don't really go to like the clubs or nothing like that. It's not me at all, like, you know what I mean? And then this girl who I know, yeah, she looked at me and said, "Oh, TVH, like, so are you out tonight and that?" And I said, no, love. You know, I'm bear in mind, the time was like about 11:30. We're in like the local pub. And I said, no, I'm going to go home soon. And then she turned to me, yeah, and just said, that's gay. I looked at her straight.
What?
He said, that's gay. Mate, I looked at her straight. I said, how old are you, love? And he was like,
how old was she?
I think she's like 20 odd or 19 or something like that, you know what I mean? So a few years below me. And I was looking at her straight. I said, now, love, I know like you're the biker Barry, like, but don't you dare, yeah. But don't you dare try and disrespect me, like, you know what I mean? But to be honest, there's plenty of them people around who are just sad and they live for like the weekend to do the same old thing because they got no ambition or anything to do in their lives. And that's what I try to tell people like to do now. Like, literally, if you're one of them people who are just so like, how can I say it, so focused on doing the same thing, like, you know, working or whatever you do, like, you know, throughout the week. Then when it comes to like the weekend, you know, and this is a direct message, right, to all like the Gimps and Barry, like, hold on. Oh yeah. If you're just one of them, don't come near me. I don't want to know you, because at the end of the day, you're the people who starve people of their ambition. You're the people who starve them of their enthusiasm, of their humour and everything. And people like you're just going to turn out to have sad little lives. And in the end, you attract people like that, whether it be a future relationship, future friendships. If you surround yourself with nobodies, you'll become a nobody. And if you surround yourself with wankers, you're going to ultimately become a wanker. Alright? So get your head in order and wake up a bit, wankers. Talking about weekends, Chris, how did yours go, my man?
Similar weekend, mate, like always now. Finish work on.
You went out in the pub and you met a load of gimps?
No.
Oh, there it was.
No, I finished work on Friday. And you come up. Chilled out in yours. You come back from London on.
Friday, man.
Yeah, chill out with you for an hour then, and then Saturday, like fucking always, his game gets kicked off because they think it's raining, but it was actually sunny. To be honest, I don't even know who they play this Saturday. If they,
that's Jake's football.
Yeah, Jake's football. Sorry for those who don't know. Irrespective about if they're home or away, I'll pick you up and we'll go and watch it. I come back in. Watched United and Fulham. It's a bit of a boring life, but
No, mate. Oh my God.
No.
You're putting yourself down too much.
No. To those, those single people who might be listening and thinking, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But as you know, it's amazing. I got 2 beautiful kids, another one on the way, and then Sunday, then I just chilled out. Then, bro. I'm looking forward now to this weekend. I don't know if I'm going to do anything with Mel. See you for a day or two. I'm looking forward to the fucking weekend after, bro. Do you want to explain to the listeners what we got in store?
We will, because that's a segue I want to go into. But first, I just wanted to explain. Oh no, we're not explain. I just wanted to explain something else that happened when I come back on the Friday. Like we said, I seen you for like an hour and that. Yeah, how beautiful is that?
It was amazing.
No,
sorry. Me and Tom, we planned. Yeah, come here for an hour. We'll do a podcast. Brilliant. Went out in the kitchen, took a vitamin, and then I looked at you, and then you looked at me, and then it was just like, and then you looked at me again, and then I looked at you, and it was just like, no, fuck a podcast. So we just burst out laughing.
I tell you what, and when I went out on that Saturday night, bear in mind I was in Sunday on like.
Fucking done that,
I know, mate. Honestly, it was horrendous. No, it wasn't. It was fine. I was with the legendary Dave.
But still.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't get up till 12. And I looked at him and I was like, "How the fuck Tom got in up at 7 o'clock in the morning?" But it's in your mind. If you know you got work, you've got to get up.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I was going back to the night out in like the local pub here, like the Weatherspoons.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, and all you see is like these little kids, just walking around thinking like they're cooler because they just went into the toilet and done a key of cocaine,
Yeah.
And I'm just there laughing my head off at them, And this is the thing I don't get with people, man. Everyone is so worried about what others think of them, and they're so worried about, being judged by like another person and that. Yeah, it's like, and I think people may see me because I'm so honest and that. Yeah, you like Chris, you know me better than most people. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm straightforward. You know what I mean? The way I talk, the way I go about stuff. If there's something that has to be said, I'll say it. If it's none of my business, I won't get involved in anyone's business. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I just thought that, like, these kids just going around doing coke, doing all this and thinking like it's something. Yeah. Do you know, like, someone who's proper done like stuff like that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Just looks at them people and just laughs. You know what I mean? But what does me in here is that we're talking about kids here who are like 19, 20, 21, 22. Yeah. And if that's the way they're acting now, imagine if they ever go on to any like heavy stuff. You know what I mean? And constantly do it all the time. I know people, mate, who's done opiates. You know what I mean? And I'm not being funny, like the withdrawals that come off that, like, and we've mentioned it before, but people who like proper come off it, mate, like opiates like OxyContin and all these stuff, mate. It gets in your bones, mate. It makes your bones feel like.
Yeah, I can go from personal experience. I don't mind saying it. Opiate withdrawal, I would say, is worse than any come down from coke, weed, smoking. I think
it makes you suicidal.
Yeah, no, mate. I generally believe that. I'm going by on personal experience, like, I'm a reformed crackhead, like. Do you know what I mean?
I shouldn't laugh because I know, mate, but we've both been in situations, and we like when we're coming down from stuff, and then I just laugh at like these people, and then.
We've got the nerve to preach to you because they think you take a few pills, like.
Thank you.
Do you know what I mean? And they're cracking.
You know what I mean? And actually, which Chris just brought up now, I'm fed up with people who've known me for years, or even people who've known me for not even that long, and they think they can preach to me about the way I live my life and that, I'm not being funny. Hardly anyone in this town knows anything about me. I'm not being funny. I've met more loyal people from being in London in like the past year or so than I have done in my entire life in Barry.
Hold on. Or people that, I'm not going to name any names, that think that you're the same person as you was 5 or 6 years ago, but they can't understand that you've changed dramatically.
Yeah, I'm sorry, yeah, but at 15 and 16 and ages like that, yeah, a lot of people, yeah, you know, especially me, I can go for personal experience that we all used to just have a laugh and have a drink and go out and try and find women or whatever, yeah, you know what I mean? It used to just be a right laugh. But what people don't understand, I've grown up, you know, you know what I mean? And there's certain, like, you know,
people.
Yeah, there's certain people, and let's just say that, like, you know, I wouldn't even call them friends anymore. You know, I generally wouldn't. Still think they can preach to me, like, you know, like, and you know what I mean? You know, there's still people out there who think I care about their lives and their opinions. You see, the thing is, anyone who's got a bad comment about me, or anything that I do, or people I see, or anything I really do in this town, or out in this town, I do not care. And I hope them people, they listen to this part. Because I find that people like that, after a while, they will get into someone's head who actually do have a confidence problem and like an anxiety problem, and sooner or later, yeah, that like, and the people who they're just absolutely torturing with like their words, like, you know, and their emotional abuse. At the end of the day, yeah, you drive them people out to insanity, yeah, and you're just not a kind person, like, you know what I mean? And if you're one of them people and you listen to this, change, man, because at the end of the day, yeah, you're just going to get a slap, or someone's just going to really find out what you like, you know what I mean? And you'll end up doing something really bad.
Yeah.
Thanks, Chris. But yeah, man, just grow up here, be responsible, and don't be a dickhead.
And concentrate on your own problems instead of thinking that you're perfect and you're not. Instead of preaching to other people, practice what you preach, bitch.
Because Chris, I'm not really funny, yeah, but what you just said is perfect, yeah. Because the amount of people who actually are like these people who are like so down and so depressed and thinking like the world's against them are the same people who will go onto Instagram, yeah, and put up a photo with like a quotation about life and trying to tell people how they should run their lives, when no one got to clue themselves on how to run their own. Yeah, man. So basically, that's like the message for today. Be responsible. Don't preach to other people when you know you haven't got your own life intact, yeah?
Just be kind.
Just be a kind person, man. You know what I mean?
Thanks for listening to us.
Yeah. Well, like Chris said, thank you for listening to us. It's been, a lot
better, mate.
You know what I mean? This is our first audio one. I think if you would have seen the video one in this, you would have just seen my arms just going everywhere, because that's what I end up doing most of the time.
So, with these audio ones, can you add photos to it and all that?
Yeah,
do that, mate.
Yeah. Basically, like, we're going to like the editor and that, yeah. But thank you for listening. And like I said, this will be shared on most platforms I can try and get it on.
I'm Chris Hayes. Thanks for listening. Co-host.
I'm Thomas Vincent Hans, TVH, the host of this. And yeah, man. Gracias. And just to finish off, Tay, it was beautiful to see you on the weekend. The first time I've seen you. And God Almighty, beyond words. And like I said, you're gorgeous. Stay gorgeous. And just a shout out to my friend Sam Lewis, who's going through a lot. And also to my friend Lauren Beth Saviour, who's in hospital at the moment. But I love you both so much, and I'll be in touch very soon. Thank you.